going on, guys? If you clicked on this video, most likely you need some help with Professor Lowe's class, some survival tips, I guess. So I'm here to help you guys. The first thing I'd recommend for you guys is really to be confident. Be confident in everything you guys do, whatever it may be, whether it's presenting, whether it's putting something in an assignment. Never second guess yourself, just be confident. When in doubt, just ask Professor Lowe. She's always open for you to email or talk to her in her office hours. Second thing I'd recommend for you guys is to stay organized. You always want to stay organized in Professor Lowe's class. If there's a way that you know to organize your assignments, organize them that way. If you have a planner to see all your past assignments or present assignments that you're going to have, do that as well. I recommend for you guys always to check Canvas. Canvas is a big resource for you guys. Professor Lowe posts all her assignments there. So make sure you guys use Canvas, it's very important. Also, just know that your struggles now will lead to success later. If you have a bad presentation, like we all do, we all have a bad day for presentation. But just know that if you mess up in her class, at least you're not messing out in the field. That's something that she stresses a lot in her class. Always be comfortable, be confident, and don't worry about what's going to happen in her class. She's always prepping you for what's going to happen in the future. Another thing is never give up in her class. There's a lot of times, and I mean a lot of times, pretty much every day you come to a class where you feel like you want to give up and you just don't want to deal with the assignments. The workload is so much, and you may have other classes, but the biggest advice I can give you guys is not to give up. No matter how hard it gets, keep going, keep moving. It'll be such a rewarding experience at the end. And if you have any trouble, like I said, just talk to Professor Lowe about it and she will help you out as much as she can. Another thing I tell you guys is to read the book. Reading the book is a huge part of the class. It's not one of those classes where you can survive without the book. You need the book because the quizzes are a big part of your grade and the quizzes are directly off the book. So read the book, follow her 5-step or 5-day process about reading the book, and you guys will be good to go. Another thing I'd recommend for you guys is try the hardest that you can. Always put in 110% into assignments, no matter what the assignment is, whether it's an extra credit assignment, whether it is a assignment that's worth 30, 40 points. Always put in your best effort. She really appreciates students who put in their best effort, and she knows when somebody puts in their best effort. So it's not only for her but for yourself. You want to put in the most effort you can for a better future you. Start stepping out of your comfort zone. That's a big problem that a lot of people have, and it's a big problem that I had personally. Just step out of your comfort zone. I know presenting can be difficult, but just force yourself. Get out there, force yourself. Not only in her class, but in other classes as well. Force yourself to be the first to present, so you can always get better. You know, and that's how the good people become great. Another thing I'd recommend for you guys is to get to know your classmates. That's a big one in this class. Whether it be on Slack, Discord, or just iMessage. Get to know your classmates. Talk and discuss the assignments. It's most likely that if you have an issue with an assignment, then somebody else will, and as a group, collectively, you guys can figure things out, and it makes it much easier for everyone. Don't be late to class. Never mind skipping class, just don't be late to class. Professor Lowe does not like it. Don't be late to class. You know, she'll roast you for it. She's roasted a lot of people. Thank goodness I'm always on time, but don't be late to class. It's a big thing. It gets on her nerves, and it's only gonna do harm to you. Another thing I would recommend is not to procrastinate. It's a big thing that I had to learn the hard way, unfortunately, and I'm still learning because it's dark outside, and this assignment is due tomorrow. So I'm throwing this all together the night before. It is 6:30, so I'd recommend you guys not to procrastinate. Otherwise, you'll be in the same situation that I am in now. Don't procrastinate in her class. Her assignments are tedious. You don't want to deal with doing her assignments at the last minute, because her assignments will make you pull off an all-nighter, and having her class the next day, it's not fun. Another tip I'd give you guys is to not memorize your presentation. This is something I had to learn the hard way on the first day. Don't memorize your presentation. It's very important. The best way to deliver your presentations, I'd say, is to know your content, number one, and then number two, have a general idea of what you want to say, and just kind of improvise from there. That way you know your content and you know roughly what you want to say, and don't worry about the delivery. Like I said before, be confident, trust yourself, don't second guess yourself, and everything's gonna be alright. Keeping the 7 C's of communication in mind during the class is very helpful, not only in her class but in all other classes. They're very important and you should always keep them in the back of your mind. It really helps out your writing now and in the future. The last piece of advice I'd give you guys is to visit Professor Lowe's office hours. It's very important to visit her office hours, whether you have a question with an assignment. Emailing is one thing, but visiting her office hours and speaking to her in person will help you out so much more, and she'll give you so much more information. And don't be afraid to approach her if you have any questions, whether it be in-class assignments, whether it be, you know, life advice, finding a financial advisor, anything like that. She is more than willing to help you, so just be aware of that. That's all I have for you guys. I wish you guys the best of luck. I know you guys are gonna do great. If you follow these survival tips, you'll do just fine. And I'm sure you'll do great in your class.
That's it, let's go.